Shannon Airport, fly out and in, facilities and operations. Shannon Airport is in the west of Ireland and adjacent to the Shannon Estuary. It is the third busiest airport in the Republic of Ireland. There are 20 aircraft parking stands and 14 boarding gates, 6 with air bridges. Airports are divided into 2 areas, Landside and Airside. The Landside area is open to the public, while access to the Airside area is tightly controlled. Departures is the area of an airport that deals with passengers leaving by a plane. We boarded the airplane by an air bridge. We had a window seat with a good view of the wing's trailing edge and flaps. A tug pushed the airplane back out of the parking stand onto a taxiway. The airplane taxied to runway 24. The pilot extended the flaps for takeoff. The pilot lined up the airplane on the runway, accelerated and climbed out to the southwest. After taking off, the undercarriage and flaps were retracted. We crossed the Shannon Estuary and the airplane turned east and headed to Heathrow. The airplane reached the cruise altitude of 33,000 feet in 20 minutes. The airplane was an Airbus A321neo, which is a narrow-body airplane with a single aisle. Most of the seating is in a 3+3 configuration. There are 2 engines. Arrive Heathrow. Arrivals is where passengers arrive by airplane. When the airplane parked outside Terminal 2, chocks were placed to the front and back of the wheels, the air bridge was extended. Temporary electricity supply was connected so the engines could be turned off. We disembarked through the front left door. Shannon ground handling. Before the flight, the air bridge is engaged for passengers to disembark and board through the front left door. Catering trucks transport and load containers with food. Scissors lift raises the van's body off the chassis up to cabin level. Cargo and baggage loaders to unload and load. Water truck to supply drinking water. Hydrant dispensers to refuel aircraft from underground pipe network with hydrants. The dispenser has a ladder for the operative to connect to the airplane's fuel tank's inlet, that is located high up under the wing. Toilet truck to drain and remove toilet waste. Tug to push a plane backwards. Heathrow Terminal 2. The airplane climbed out to the west over the M25.
A cause injury to you or to another passenger.
Arrive Shannon. The flight approach was from the northeast to runway 24. Between 13 and 4 miles out, the flaps on the trailing edge of the wings are progressively extended. The flaps slide rearwards level for a distance prior to hinging downwards. Flaps allow the airplane to land at a lower speed and to slow down faster on the runway. At 5 miles out, the landing gear was lowered. The airplane touched down on the runway at 140 knots. The air brakes were deployed by raising the hinged panels on the top of the wings to cause drag. Airplanes land on the main wheels firstly, followed by the nose wheel. The airplane vacated the runway and taxied to a parking stand outside the terminal. Taxiways connect the runways with the parking stands and are labeled with letters, whereas runways have numbers. Airport facilities. Search and rescue. CHC Island Limited operate a search and rescue helicopter from their hangar. Runway operations. Airplanes have to take off and land into the wind. This determines the runway in use. Runway are numbered from 1 to 36. The number is the compass bearing of the runway truncated to 2 digits. On approach, airplanes generally line up with the runway, 8 miles out. Air cargo. Materials and equipment that needs to be delivered urgently is sent by airplanes. Hangars. Atlantic Aviation carry out maintenance, repair and overhaul on airplanes in their 2 large hangars. International Aerospace Coatings paint aircrafts in their hangars. Fuel farm. Tanks located at a jetty on the perimeter of the airport can hold 33,000 tons of aviation fuel. There is an underground pipeline that delivers fuel to the parking stands. The airport has a fuel jetty. Air traffic controllers in the tower issued instructions to pilots and monitored aircraft movements on the ground. Shannon Airport has its own fire brigade that can get to the scene of an incident within 3 minutes of it being reported. Firefighting exercises take place using an fuselage that is set on fire. The car parks hold 4,200 cars and are in walking distance of the terminal. Plane spotting. There is a viewing gallery on the roof of the terminal. Access is by lift. Near Hangar 1 there is a car park with a viewing area. Thanks for watching. Please press the like button.